Okay, welcome back. Something's been on my mind lately, and it just keeps me up at night. Like I wake up and all I think about is why does everyone keep trading for Paul George? I mean, damn. What is it about Paul George that the NBA general managers see that the rest of us don't? I mean, every few years, our front office looks at Paul George and is like, that's our guy right there. Yep, that guy with no knees. That's our guy. I'm telling you. I'll put my job on the line for Paul George. At this point, I don't know if he's represented by an agent or like a wizard. Is he represented by Loki or something? Is that what's happening? Because somehow, no matter what happens, another max contract appears. Paul George is just like, you want to see a magic trick? Max contract, like, every team seems to go through the same exact stages. Stage 1, optimism. Oh my gosh, he's 6'8". Handles is crispy. He can shoot from 3. He's a good defender. The press conference is full of smiles. The graphics team is working overtime, photoshopping Paul George and everything. Fans are editing championship photos before he's even played a game. Life is good. Stage 2. The highlights. Paul George drops 37 on national TV. He hits about 6-7 threes. Locks up the opposing star. Everyone starts tweeting, see, I told you. PG-13. Stop hating. The front office starts to look like geniuses. Stage 3. The injury report. Boom! You open your phone. Paul George, day to day. You wait 2 days. Week to week. A week later, we'll be reevaluated. Reevaluated? How many evaluations does one hamstring need? By this point, the medical staff knows him better than his own family. He doesn't even see his family. He's always at medical. Every NBA podcast has the same exact conversation. Host number 1. When healthy, Paul George is one of the best two-way players in basketball. Host number 2. I agree. But when is he healthy? Then everyone nods for 5 straight minutes. Roll the ads. General managers must see a different version. Like they have to. Because every summer, they keep watching the same movie. It's called Paul George, The Healthy Season. Apparently, it's incredible. Unfortunately, nobody else has access to see it. It's a general manager private premiere. The rest of us are watching deleted scenes, extras, after credit scenes. Now, the resume is legit, to be fair. Paul George has earned respect. Multiple All-Star appearances, elite defender, one of the smoothest jump shots in basketball, finished top 3 in voting. He's had some incredible playoff moments. When he's rolling, he's absolutely worth talking about as one of the league's best wings. And that's why teams keep believing. They're chasing that version. But here's the problem. The NBA doesn't pay players for who they used to be. It pays them for who they'll be over the next 4 or 5 years. And that's where things get tricky. You're not buying vintage Paul George. You're buying future Paul George. You're not betting on what he used to be. You're betting the future on if Paul George can stay on the floor. And that's a gamble every front office has to weigh. The front office meetings, right? Picture the front office, the owner. So what's the plan? The GM, we're signing Paul George. The owner, how much? The GM, everything. The owner. And then the GM says, but listen, when healthy, and the owner says, there it is. Fans always start the season also the same way. We're winning the championship. 20 games later, okay, maybe we just need everyone healthy. 35 games later, when is PG-13 coming back? 45 games later. I forgot what our starting lineup even looks like. Respect where it's due. Not gonna lie, here's the thing. This isn't about if Paul George can play or not, because he obviously can. He's one of the most gifted wings of his generation. The challenge has simply been availability. And in today's NBA, availability matters almost as much as ability. Availability matters as much as availability. I said that wrong. Availability matters as much as ability. That's what makes every big contract such a fascinating discussion. Teams aren't paying for the player he was. They're betting he can still be the player when it matters the most. And so in closing, why do teams keep trading for PG-13? Because every executive believes they'll be the one to unlock the healthiest, most consistent version of him. It's like convincing yourself you'll finally beat the casino. This time will be different. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But every few years, another team walks in, slides a massive contract across the table, and the Paul George cycle starts all over again. Crazy. You tell me in the comments, which NBA player always seems to get another chance, no matter what? Matter of fact, not even player. Because Doc Rivers, I'm coming for you next.